Listen to me. Some of you right now are tired in ways sleep can't fix. You wake up every morning already exhausted. You pour your coffee. You check your phone. You drag yourself through the day. And by the time you crawl into bed at night, you're still empty. That's not just physical tiredness. That's burnout. That's your soul waving a red flag telling you something's wrong. And here's the truth nobody wants to admit. Burnout doesn't just happen to lazy people. Burnout attacks the ambitious. It attacks the people who give everything to their families, their careers, their dreams, the people who push so hard for success that they forget what success is supposed to feel like. You've been running so fast, chasing so many deadlines, carrying so many expectations that you forgot what it feels like to breathe. You forgot what it feels like to live. But I need you to understand this. Burnout is not a sign that you're broken. Burnout is a sign that you've been too strong for too long without refueling. You've been carrying weights without setting them down. And if you don't stop, if you don't reset, it will break you. Not because you're weak, but because even the strongest machines overheat when they never stop running. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine a car engine. It doesn't matter how powerful it is. If you drive it 24/7, never stop for gas, never change the oil, never give it maintenance, it will collapse. Not because it wasn't built strong, but because you abused it. That's you. You're powerful. You're built for greatness, but you're running on fumes and you're ignoring the warning lights flashing on your dashboard. Now, here's the kicker. Society tells you to grind harder, to hustle 24/7, to sleep when you're dead. And you bought into that lie. You thought that more work meant more worth. You thought exhaustion was a badge of honor. But listen carefully. Exhaustion is not a flex. Exhaustion is not proof you're winning. Exhaustion is evidence you're bleeding slowly, silently, and nobody can see it but you. And let me be real with you. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't lead your family, grow your business, change the world if you're running on empty. And if you don't learn how to recharge, how to recover, how to rebuild, your dreams will die. Not because you weren't capable, but because you were too tired to finish the race. So the first step, the very first step, is honesty. You've got to look in the mirror and admit, I'm burnt out. I'm running on fumes. I need to reset, not tomorrow, not someday, now. Because if you don't face it today, one day you'll collapse. And collapse always costs more than rest. And let me tell you this, rest is not weakness. Recovery is not laziness. It's strategy. Champions rest. Athletes rest. Soldiers rest. Why? Because they know that recharging is part of winning. You cannot give your best if you never pause. So don't you dare feel guilty for resting. Don't you dare feel guilty for taking care of yourself, because you can't fight battles if you're already defeated inside. This is the truth. Burnout doesn't just steal your energy, it steals your joy. It steals your relationships. It steals the fire in your eyes. And you owe it to yourself, to the people who love you, to the dreams you carry, to fight back, not by grinding harder, but by recharging smarter. This is your wake-up call. You're not lazy, you're not weak, you're not broken, you're just empty, and it's time to rebuild. Now let's get practical. How do you rebuild strength when you're running on empty? How do you climb out of burnout when every step feels like quicksand? Let me break it down. Step 1, protect your energy like your life depends on it, because it does. Listen, energy is the real currency, not money, not time, energy. Because you can have money, but if you're too tired to use it, it's useless. You can have time, but if you're too drained to enjoy it, it's wasted. Energy is everything, and you've got to start protecting it like it's sacred. That means setting boundaries, saying no to people, projects, and habits that drain you. Some of you are burnt out, not because of what you're doing, but because of what you're tolerating. You're carrying other people's problems like backpacks on your shoulders, and it's crushing you. Listen carefully. You are not responsible for saving everybody. You are not a human battery pack for people who refuse to charge themselves. Protect your energy, guard it, because without it, you have nothing to give. Step 2, rebuild your rhythm. Burnout thrives in chaos. When you have no structure, no rhythm, no balance, your body and mind collapse. You've got to create a rhythm that fuels you instead of drains you. That means sleep, that means movement, that means feeding your body food that gives life instead of poison that takes it. You can't pray for energy and then eat like you want to die. You can't beg for focus and then scroll 6 hours a day. Rhythm matters. Step 3, reignite your why. Burnout often comes when you've forgotten why you started. You're grinding, you're hustling, but you're disconnected from purpose. And when you lose your why, your how becomes torture. You've got to reconnect with why you're here, why you're fighting, why you're chasing. Your why is your fuel. Without it, you're just running in circles. And let me give you some perspective. Failure won't kill you. Exhaustion won't kill you. But living without purpose, that will destroy you from the inside out. You've got to stop living life like a robot, just going through motions. Wake up, reconnect with your why, remind yourself of the dream that set your soul on fire in the first place. Step 4, take small wins. You don't climb out of burnout by leaping to the top. You climb out one step at a time. Small victories, small progress, because progress produces energy, progress produces hope. Every time you move forward, even just an inch, you remind yourself that you're alive. And alive means possible. Alive means hope. And let me add this, community matters. You're not meant to fight burnout alone. You need people who lift you, not people who drain you. You need people who remind you of your worth when you forget it yourself. Find your circle, find your tribe, because burnout grows in isolation, but healing happens in connection. And here's the bottom line. You don't fix burnout by escaping your life. You fix burnout by rebuilding your life differently. This is not about running away. It's about re-entering your life with new strength, new rhythm, new purpose. You can do this, but you've got to start today. Now, I need you to hear me. This is the climax. This is the turning point. Because burnout is not the end of your story. Burnout is the beginning of a new chapter. And if you're listening right now, it means you've got breath in your lungs, fire in your heart, and potential that hasn't even been touched yet. So let me speak life into you. You are not finished. You are not defeated. You are not your exhaustion. You are not your burnout. You are a fighter. You are a builder. You are a survivor. And survivors don't quit. They rise. But rising doesn't happen by accident. Rising is a decision, a choice, a line in the sand that says, I will not let burnout define me. I will not let exhaustion steal my dreams. I will not let this chapter be the end of my story. You have to decide right here, right now. And I know it's hard. I know you're tired. I know some of you are carrying battles nobody sees, scars nobody knows about. But I promise you this, the fact that you're still here, still breathing, still listening, it means your story isn't over. It means God, the universe, life, whatever you believe in, hasn't given up on you. So don't you dare give up on yourself. From this day forward, I want you to live like someone who refuses to be empty. I want you to fight for your energy, fight for your joy, fight for your purpose. I want you to rebuild yourself piece by piece, brick by brick. Because when you come back from burnout, you come back stronger, you come back wiser, you come back unstoppable. And when people see you rise, when they see you rebuild, when they see you shine again, they'll ask, how did you do it? And your answer will inspire them. Your comeback will be somebody else's survival guide. Your healing will be somebody else's hope, because your story is not just about you. Your victory is a light for others lost in the dark. So here's my final call to action. Don't just listen to these words, live them. Don't just feel inspired for 5 minutes, act. Take one step today, one decision, one change, and let that momentum grow, because greatness doesn't come from what you dream. Greatness comes from what you do. And you, right now, have everything you need to rebuild. This is not the end. This is the beginning, and your future is waiting. Now go, rise, rebuild, and live the life you were meant to live.